Alright, here we are again. New video, new place, new location, a river, someplace kind of in the middle of nowhere. I mean, not really, but yes. Not much people come here, I think. I mean, there's some people came to drink, it looks like. Anyway, this video is gonna be about cheerfulism, explaining chapter 1 to 3, like explaining like the concepts, the main ideas. If you wanna go and read it, you'll get more detailed explanations. These first videos, as you can see, have very little production quality, let's say that way. You know, it's just me, my phone. It's even getting dark. Rainy day, blah blah blah. That's just nothing. When I have money and I have a job and everything, I'll make better videos, like a proper YouTuber, explaining stuff better in a more concise way. This is just testing, you know, see how it goes. Anyway, I don't even have a script. When I have a script, it's like 20 words. It's in my pocket, and it's just nothing. So I don't forget anything to explain. But that's it, you know, slowly but surely we'll spread the word of cheerfulism. Oh, I slept like in this side, and now my hair is like tilted that way. Interesting. Anyway, okay, let's start explaining this shit. So, we already know, right, that cheerfulism is a philosophy that searches to maximize happiness and maximize intelligence, so we can coordinate with all the humans having a common goal of happiness and intelligence, and that can have very interesting consequences in society and create an utopia. All that is explained, or how I think that will happen, is explained in chapter 4, 5, and 6, not 1, 2, and 3. And today I'm going to explain 1, 2, and 3. So if you want to know how all these traits I'm going to explain now lead to an utopia, thanks to the consequences in politics, economics, and everything, just go read the book, because the other video I think is not going to be here for a long time, because it's almost the last day of my holiday, so I'm going to have to start preparing for interviews and stuff. I see if I get a job. I'm a cybersecurity expert of smart contracts. I don't know if anyone knows about it in normal life. It's cryptocurrencies and stuff like that. Anyway, this is not about me. This is about fucking cheerfulism. So let's just start explaining, right? How can we get the utopia? Oh, I hope the river is not too long. I hope. Well, I will just hope. So, of course, how to maximize happiness, how to maximize intelligence. First of all, you can start asking yourself, well, what is happiness, right? What is happiness? Well, if you think it, well, I don't even have to look at this, I know it. There's two main factors. One is you have to survive, like literally survive, like drink food. I mean, maybe not from this water, but drink water, eat food. And that fox over there, okay, there's no fox. If there was a fox, I would be a bit scared. But there's no fox. Anything. Oh, sorry. Anyway, so you see, I'm surviving. I'm happy because I have water, I have food. Like there's snails going on over there, and I'm safe. Security is part of survival. I feel safe here because it's next to my village, so I know there's no like very wild wildlife going on here. Like, okay, maybe I don't feel that safe next to this tree which is falling, but I'm far enough. If the tree decides to fall right now, I'm safe. So I'm happy. You see, I'm smiling. Everything makes sense. So that's the first factor, survival. Pretty straightforward, right? And second factor is boredom. If you're bored, you're not. I mean, you can be bored for a bit and you're not gonna be super unhappy. But if you're bored all the days, every day, you're gonna feel depressed. You're gonna feel sadness, not happiness, sadness. So, boredom. Now the question might be, what is, I mean, because survival is pretty straightforward, right? But what is boredom? Well, boredom, it took me a while to figure this out when I was a teenager. Boredom is actually a concept. Oh, look at this super nice stick. Boredom is you see, this is killing boredom. Finding a cool stick and talking about it. But boredom is, I hope I'm not talking too fast. I noticed in the other videos sometimes I talk too fast and my pronunciation gets a bit messy. I have to fix that too. Anything, no. What the fuck with anything? Anyway. What is boredom? What is boredom? It's so long I cannot even focus it on the camera. It's such a nice stick. What is boredom? I get distracted. Because I'm having fun, because I'm happy. You see, I'm cheerfulism. Whoa! Anyway, I preach, so I do as I preach. Kind of. Oh shit! I got stuck there with this other big stick. You see the big stick? I don't know. I'm focusing with the front camera right here. What is boredom? Well, if you realize humans have the need to explore, to find new patterns, to enjoy them. A pattern is anything, an activity, finding a stick and moving it like this, fighting with swords, dancing, anything you can think of, anything that requires, once survival is granted, you have to entertain yourself, you have to find patterns that are interesting to you. Biologically speaking, it's the segregation of the reward molecule. I think it's called dopamine. So boredom is that reward, that biological reward that makes us feel good. I mean, that's killing boredom, right? Which happens when you experience, when you explore something different, something new. Oh, it's getting very cold. Can you see the foggy? Anyway, so it's that, right? It's this reward, this biological reward for exploring. That's what has kept us alive for so much time. Why? Because from an evolutionary point of view, if you explore and you find new stuff, when the future comes, which is unexpected, you cannot predict it. Maybe you're bored and imagine there's a mushroom in this floor. There is no mushroom, but imagine there's a mushroom here. Okay, so imagine I start playing with this mushroom and I figure out that it can heal some illness, and later in the time my village gets sick with this illness, and I'm like, hey guys, I ate this mushroom because I was bored, I was exploring, and I figured this out. So boredom is like a statistical assurance for the survivals of human species, because it makes us discover new information to fight against the unexpected changes of the future. That's boredom. And it's intrinsically in our biology, it's programmed in our brains. When we get bored, we start looking for something. We get crazy if we are bored with no stimulus, because we need stimulus, we need to search. It's part of our nature, it's part of our second survival. I'm talking pretty fast. Maybe I should slow down, but I don't want for darkness is coming. Maybe I should have recorded this earlier, but it was raining. The thing is, boredom, that's boredom, right? That is boredom. This thing is super cool. That is boredom. All right, we got it. So we gotta, to be happy, we have to survive. I mean, there are some parts of the world where they don't have that done yet, but most of the world, it's kind of fun. It's kind of easy, right? To survive. And then you gotta get entertained. Just find a hobby, like as people say, just, find a hobby, find something cool, play an instrument, play a sport, draw something, whatever. Study particle physics, whatever calls your attention. Just go and do it, and you will be happy. It's like that. It's just like that. So that's happiness. Happiness is what is the dopamine segregation when you explore and you have survival is statistically granted. And now you can think of, but what about all the other definitions of happiness? Like some people say, happiness is love, happiness is money, happiness is a good relationship, happiness is freedom, happiness is blah, blah, blah. There's a lot. Oh shit, I broke the stick. Happiness can be a lot of things, but it's like, no, it's not all of that. All of that makes you happy because it helps you to survive and it helps you not to be bored. If you think about it, freedom, the only way it makes you happy is because it gives you more chances of having an activity to do which segregates dopamine. Someone can be less free and still be happy if it has enough activities to do in a way that it satisfies him. So yeah, it's a factor, but not something that it's in the core of the definition of happiness. It's something that influences happiness, but it doesn't create it. It's not, it creates it, but it's not, how can I say this? Yeah, it's not in the core of it. It's just a variable in the problem to solve called happiness. The other variables like love and relationships is the same. If you're alone like me, you can only have a stick to have fun. There's only a limited amount of activities, and if I spend 3 years with this stick, I will get bored of the stick. But if I had a stick and a human, which is a very good source of randomness, I could make a lot of activities which would keep me entertained for long more, longer. You know what I mean? Long. Instead of 3 years, probably 16. Or a dog. It doesn't need to be a human. Like living beings are a good source of happiness to kill your boredom, because they are random, and sometimes you don't know how they're gonna react, and that can create cool activities like team sports, like ping pong, like football. So yeah, all those factors that people say, money buys freedom. With money you pay for other people's time, so you don't have to do it. And then you have free time, and free time gives you free time for exploration, which has a more likelihood of you finding something that you enjoy and makes you happy. But money does not give you happy. Money buys other people's time, which give you free time. And with that free time, you can kill boredom. All right? So there's a lot of factors, there's a lot of variables. Now the question becomes, okay, but how much health, if you're very fat, if you are in a wheelchair, you cannot do some sort of activity, so that will influence your happiness. There's so much things that influence happiness, and that's why you gotta be intelligent. That's how you link it to the second part, intelligence. There's so much variables. How do you fix it, right? It's getting dark. Maybe I should cut the video here. If you wanna keep reading, not reading, but exploring farther on how all these words relate to each other, happiness, intelligence, boredom, religion, good, evil, how humans solve problems, the specifics of that, how do you have to fix some variables and figure out some others in the way, and then you go back and forth and you create a graph and you think like an engineer and you analyze your life, what you like, what you don't like. And I think I'm not going to explain all the chapters in this video. It's going to be just chapter 1. This is more or less chapter 1. I define happiness, I define survival, freedom, boredom, how they relate to each other. And in the second chapter, I talk about intelligence, how rationality, how you can think in a rational way, what are beliefs, why are they like the two sides of the same coin, how that creates religion, how just how intelligence, wow, what a cool bird. Just how intelligence works, like there's a lot of topics in chapter 2. Go and read it if you want. Also chapter 3, it's thinking like an engineer, which is a way of thinking and of solving problems. I'm talking fast because it's gonna get very dark and I will not be able to see the path if I really have to explain all the chapters right now. So yeah, all those videos about this, well, thinking like an engineer is just basically creating graphs and going back and forth. It's kind of like the scientific method, kind of. But yeah, it's like chapter 1, this is happiness, these are the factors that influences. Chapter 2, this is intelligence, this is how you can juggle with the factors so you can maximize your happiness and your intelligence. And chapter 3 is the most intelligent way of being intelligent, let's say it that way. I also define intelligence in a different way than the traditional way it's thought of. I broke the stick again, shit. This is all the summary. Slow down the video, I'm talking too fast. I don't want this to get too darker. I have to go back home. And yes, that's all I will explain. I don't know when I'm going to upload another video. It's going to take a bit of a time because I have to go to Thailand to an event. I have to do job interviews, and I'm going to be pretty busy for a month and a half. Yeah, but if I have the job and I have the money, I will buy a camera, I will buy a microphone, I'll write some scripts, I'll pay someone to edit the video, I'll make it nicer. So it can reach more people. But I have no rush, this is a lifetime project, as I always say. I hope I'm not talking too fast, and I'm gonna leave now. This is happiness, this is how the factors that influence it. You gotta be really intelligent to handle all those variables. It's a very complex problem to be happy in the life as a human being. And if you want to know more about it, just go go to the link in the description below. I'm a YouTuber already. Or go to the channel. There's a link there also. Read the book. If you want to know the consequences of everyone being aware of happiness and everyone being super intelligent to achieve, or the most intelligent they can be to achieve happiness, and working together, because you realize when you're intelligent, you realize that you don't have to compete with other humans, you don't have to scam other humans, you don't have to abuse other humans, you have to cooperate with other humans. It's not like this. I mean, it's a competition if the resources are limited. I talk about all of this in the next chapters. But we already have a lot of technology and resources, so will it actually become a competition if we all manage them intelligently? I don't think so. I don't think so. We are throwing so much food, we're not going to die of hunger. So we just need to coordinate better, and thus we need to unite everyone in the flag of happiness, and we have to train, we have to study, we have to be smart and intelligent and help each other, teaching and supporting. That's it. Go and read the book if you want to know more. It's really interesting. According to ChatGPT, there's some novel ideas, very fresh look and way of defining all these societal dilemmas. Yeah, that's what GPT says about it. Go and read it if you want to. I hope you like this video. Like the video, share the video, blah 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 blah, all the YouTuber thing. And I'm living. I have to go through this fucking tree. I didn't look at the script anyway. Yeah. Fuck it. I have my umbrella here, ready to go. Let's just go through that tree and let's go. Okay. Have a nice day, everyone. Un besito. Mwah. Ciao, ciao. Un besito is small kiss in Spanish. Yeah, maybe that's the way I will say my videos. Un besito. Mwah. Just do it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, un besito. But like in the cheek, like not here, because that's like too direct. I'm shy. I am not shy. Ciao, ciao.